Hey folks, Kim here. It's been a while since I've actually been on video. I've been putting up shorts, and I think I did one quick video. I think it was on embroidery, but I wasn't on the video. So just letting you know what's going on. It's July 12th, and it's late in the afternoon. And I thought it was, it is a beautiful day here in Maine. And I thought it was going to be a great day to come out and film, and apparently the deer flies think it's great to have a donor here on the landing. So anyways, back to what's been going on. About this time last year, I was chipping wood, and I actually hurt my elbow. I ended up with tendonitis, and bad enough so that I went to the doctor. They didn't really want to help. I'd had tendonitis before, and I knew an anti-inflammatory is what cured at that time. That was in my knee. And all they wanted to do, because I asked for an anti-inflammatory, was not give it to me, because apparently if you're asking for a drug, you must be addicted. All they need to do is really look in my chart, and they could see that I'm not addicted to drugs, but that's neither here nor there. That's their thing, and I understand what they're doing. I don't agree with it, but maybe you can make meth out of the stuff. I have no idea. I'm not that good of a chemist. But anyways, I hurt my elbow, and it was enough so that I had all I could do to turn and make my products. And it, if I tried to open up a jar or something, there was intense pain ripping through my elbow. But I didn't go back to the doctor because it didn't seem like it was going to work for me. So I'd done what I've always done when I turn too much, which is ice packs, cold ice packs, hot compresses, ibuprofen, and try to rest as best I can. It doesn't always work for me, but in this case, it was a slow cure, and so that's what took place. It's June or July of last year, and then we got through Christmas, and we started tapping trees. And I went down in the woods, because you can't always see the brush that's underneath the snow. And when you catch a snowshoe with that, you're going to take a digger. And I did, and I wrenched my back. And between the elbow and the back, feel like I've lost all of my muscle mass that I ever had. I feel like an old man, I said, which, a lot of you older people can probably understand this. I'm in my 60s, and my brain still thinks I'm in my mid-20s to early 30s, and my body keeps saying, you just wrote a check that you can't cash. So it takes a while to recover now, and I'm finally starting to feel better, and I think that was January, early February, right in that time period. We managed to make maple syrup, but I was in a considerable amount of pain. We had to build the evaporator and get up on a roof and do all of that stuff, and it usually would be a day, maybe 2 days of working, and then a couple days of rest, because I just couldn't do it anymore. And so anyways, I feel like I'm back, so we're going to start making more videos. Hopefully something you guys find entertaining. At least that's my hope. You'll see me on a chainsaw, you'll see me on a tractor, you'll see me on the bandsaw. I don't do very many wood turning and woodworking videos. CNC videos I do make, but the stuff to do with the lathe and all of that stuff is kind of like the shoemaker's family, who you do it all day long, you don't really want to film it. They don't want to, the cobbler's family. Is that the right word? Cobbler? It's a funny word. Anyways, you just don't feel like doing more. And when I'm in production mode, I am definitely not in the mood to make a video and stop and try to explain what I'm doing. I'm just moving right through that order or moving right through whatever I'm making. But I do enjoy doing the bandsaw, chainsaw, tractive stuff. I really have found out that I really like to do embroidery, especially things like hats. We've got the laser, and I enjoy making things with a laser. So this is a water bottle that I've made for myself, but we've done a lot for other people. So if you're out there and you're looking for something like that to be made, please contact me. I'd love to earn your business. And maybe we'll shoot a video of that. That's a little bit slower for me because I'm still figuring everything out as I go along. And but anyways, I obviously don't know everything. I really do enjoy making hats, and I'm not joking about that. I didn't used to wear very many of them, but now I'm making them, I'm starting to wear mistakes. And it's one of those things that because of the injury or injuries, just like back in COVID, whether you believe that happened or not is irrelevant to me. I really don't care. It's a time period that we can put a stamp on. So during 2020, when everybody had to pivot, everybody who had a business, we had to pivot and thought we were going out of business. So we started doing more laser work. And again, I enjoy doing that. I enjoy making the designs. If I can't make the design, my daughter makes the design. Our daughter makes the design. Sorry, Mary. Didn't mean to leave her out. And so sometimes it takes us a little while, and being about as close to a perfectionist as you can get, both our daughter who designs it and myself who makes it, you're going to end up with a really good product. At least that's our hope. And as we continue to grow daily woodworking, hopefully there's less injuries. And later in the fall, if everything goes right, we'll be back out into the woods, and we'll be running lines and everything else for the taps, so that next spring we do not have the setbacks that we had this spring, the biggest of which being my back. Still having problems with it, but it is, I think, getting better. Probably the biggest part of it. Let me back up a little bit. So one of the problems that I have is in 2005, we were involved in an accident. I broke my left wrist in two places, my left forearm, and my left shoulder, and along with head injuries. So I've recovered primarily from the arm and the wrist. I still don't have full motion of the wrist. The head injuries, that's never going to go away. And my old friends will tell you I always had a head injury anyways. But when I hurt my right elbow, because my left arm is not as strong as my right arm was, when I hurt my right elbow, then I wasn't able to lift and do the things, because you can usually compensate, and I couldn't compensate because I had nothing to compensate with. So, and I think that led to the back problem, but I'm out of shape, and that leads to probably the biggest problem of the back. So I'm doing things to strengthen my back, and feel pretty good. So we're gonna keep moving forward, and I'll do something to shorten this video up, because you guys would be going, my God, this man is talking for a long time. And he really hasn't said anything, which is typical. I used to be a salesman. I can talk. But anyways, if you have any need for embroidered product, or you need something, some swag for yourself, your business, whatever, get in contact with us. The information is there, and we would love to be able to talk to you about it, and maybe we can work it out so that we can make you something. We'll continue to do the wood turning, so the pizza cutters and pepper mills and things like that are not going away, but diverting a little bit, pivoting as it was called in 2020. So anyways, just want to give you guys a quick update. It turned out to be not quick, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.